Gervonta Tank Davis finally sends Devin Haney contract. Let's talk.
Straighter, not
Yep.
roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
So, breaking, astonishing news. In a weird twist of fate, Gervonta Tank Davis sent Devin Haney a contract. All right, now in the contract, Gervonta Tank Davis is offering Devin Haney $75 million flat fee. It's flat, right? He's not getting out a penny more. $75 million. This is insane. He can't turn this down. All right, he can't turn it down. All right, the fight is going to happen in March. Devin don't got no fight. Tank don't got no fight. Tank's his own boss. He dictates terms. The man said he's fighting this man at 140 pounds. He's moving to 140 anyway. All right, so he's going to fight that man at 140. No rehydration clause, no nothing. He's going to prove to the world that he's the best. This is crazy. I could not believe the news when I seen it. $75 million flat. Everything else Tank is taking. This is the biggest fight in boxing. So you got to figure this fight is going to do at least $200 million. Now, I thought it was kind of messed up that they gave him a flat fee, but 75 is a lot of money. Now, Tank is taking all the rest, about $150. That's fine. 75 to $150. Tank's the A side. He's the face of boxing. So him sending this offer, man, I could not believe it. Completely astonished. I'm super proud of Tank. I didn't think he had it in him. I thought, that he was scared or his team was scared, but Tank bossed up and sent this man a contract for a flat fee. Now it's up to Devin to accept it now. All right, all the talking and all the hype and hoopla that's been going on now that Devin's been doing for year after year after year, calling Tank out. Well, Tank finally sent this man a contract with a flat fee. The fight happens in March. They got plenty of time. Right? All you need is 8 weeks to train. It's March. It's going down in Saudi Arabia. This is plenty of time. The Saudis are supposed to be footing the bill. That's the reason why nobody worried about how much money it is. All right, Tank is getting the lion's share. Devin's getting 75. It's no big deal. But at this particular moment, there should be no conversations about nothing. I don't want to hear about Devin is fighting nobody else or Tank is fighting nobody else. This is the offer on the table. All right, this is the offer on the table. The man offered him $75 million at 140, no rehydration clause in March. This is either what they're talking about is the fight is either going to be on the same day as the Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou. Tyson Fury what's the name fight? Not for Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua Francis Ngannou fight is either on the same day or it's the following week. Though that is up in the air right now. They haven't figured that out yet. But the details have been agreed upon. All right, $75 million for Devin, $150 million for Tank. It's in Dubai. Finally, we're going to get the fight we want. And we got nobody to thank but Tank Davis. Finally, he proved to his fans that he's the A-side. Finally, he proved to his fans that he's the one that dictates terms. Finally, he proves to the fans that he's the face of boxing, that he runs these things. Finally, he proved this. And all this time, we've been sitting around here like, man, if Tank is the A-side, then why isn't he sending the contract? If Tank is the face of boxing, then why isn't he dictating terms? If Tank is the money man, then why isn't he getting his biggest bag? We sat around here thinking these things and debating and arguing these things for so long. If Tank knocks Devin out, and if Devin can't punch and Tank going to stop him and stuff like that, then it should be an easy fight, an easy bag, and an easy night for Tank. We've been sitting around here wondering this whole time. And finally, Tank came out and told the world. Tank sent Devin a contract. Well, he didn't tell the world yet. It hasn't been brought out yet. I mean, I'm saying it now, but I'm pretty sure no one's going to agree with nothing I say until, Mike Coppinger says it. When Mike Coppinger says it, then everybody will agree that, Tank sent this man a contract for $75 million flat. At that point, then will everybody like, oh man, and it's a legitimate contract. It's legit. Bro, 75 and 150, that's a fair offer. That's a fair split for the face of boxing. It's a fair split for the biggest draw in boxing. That's a fair split. $75 million to Devin, $150 million to Tank. Saudi's paying for it. It's either on the same night on the undercard of Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou, or it's the week after. This is great news, man. This is great news. Finally, Tank showed the world that he's the A-side. Finally. We were sitting around here curious, going back and forth, arguing this. He showed the world that he's the A-side. Because that's what the A-side does. They send contracts, they send offers. And that's what he did. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Tank. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. I'm super happy for him. This is well deserved that this man sent a $75 million flat fee offer and he gets all the rest, roughly $150 million. That's a phenomenal deal. It's a phenomenal deal. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Fighting at 140, I mean, Tank telling the world that he knocks out middleweights, he knocks out heavyweights, he knocks out light heavyweights. So, fighting Dev at 140 shouldn't be a problem if you knock out light heavyweights. Think about it like this. If Tank is knocking out light heavyweights, what do they rehydrate to when they spar him? Yeah, what are they? They're not worried about the weight when they're sparring him. They're a light heavyweight. They're 175 pounds when they make weight. So when they're sparring Tank, they're not sparring Tank at 175. They're sparring Tank at like 200 pounds. They're sparring Tank at cruiserweight. They're sparring Tank at their walk-around weight, and Tank is obliterating them, stopping them. So he came out and finally sending Devin this contract, finally proving to the world that, man, it's not about the weight. Skills pay the bills. That's what he said when he fought Rolly. It ain't about the weight. He's not worried about that. Finally, this man sent the contract, bossing up like the boss he is. Sent the contract to Devin. Now it's up to Devin to sign, and Devin better sign. If Devin doesn't sign, he's ducking. If Devin doesn't sign this $75 million, $75 million guaranteed. Flat fee, but it's guaranteed. Saudis are paying $75 million. This is phenomenal, man. This is phenomenal. If he doesn't take it, he's a duck. $75 million guaranteed. Fighting at 140. Tank's proven all the doubters, all the naysayers, all the haters, he's proven them all wrong. Proven them all wrong. Weight is not an issue. No one never heard Tank talk about some Devin's weight. It's people that's all around Tank talking about Devin's weight. It ain't Tank talking about Devin's weight. Because Tank knocks out heavyweights in sparring. Tank knocks out light heavyweights in sparring. He knocks out cruiserweights and middleweights. He stops them. And skills pay the bills. He's more skilled than Devin. So, I mean, what does it matter if Devin weighs 160 pounds on fight night, or 150 pounds on fight night, or 155? What does it matter? That doesn't matter. Tank weighed 152. You never heard Tank crying about weight at all. It was always the money. And here we are. Tank's getting $150 million. I don't know why this fight didn't happen already. He's going to make more fighting Devin than he's fighting Ryan Garcia. But, I'm proud of him for bossing up and sending Devin a $75 million contract to fight in Saudi Arabia in March. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. That he makes me proud. I can finally put the man back in my intro. I'm happy that he finally did this. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him that he came out and said he'll fight him at 140. He's not worried about all this stuff that everybody else is worried about. All the Tank maniacs running around here trying to protect this man as if adding 5 pounds is supposed to do something, or 10 pounds is supposed to do something, when he knocks out heavyweights who outweigh him by 60, 70 pounds. I'm not sure why you guys are running around doing this. Tank now came out, sent this man a contract. So at this particular time, you guys should be retracting your statements about the weight. Tank's not talking about the weight. He's never talked about the weight. So you guys should be retracting your statements. You guys were the scary ones, not Tank. Tank was never scared. You guys were scared. You guys were the one to talk about how much he weighs, not Tank. Tank, all he worried about is the money, and now he got it. $150 million to fight Devin. That's what they're saying is his portion of it. That's what he's going to make. Probably a little bit more due to pay-per-views, because this is going to be aired in every country in the world. Every country. There's no exclusivity nowhere. It's going to be aired in every country. You can buy it on The Zone. You can buy it on BT. You can buy it on HBO. You can buy it on Max. You know, you can buy it on. It's there's no exclusive rights because, you know, the Saudis don't deal with exclusivity. They don't deal with none of that. They deal with what works. So they don't really care what network shows it. It's going to be aired on The Zone. It's going to be aired on ESPN. It's going to be aired on Fox. It's going to be aired on CBS. That's why they're guaranteed such a big bag. That's why the bag is so huge. You know, I'm proud of them for getting rid of all the excuses about weight. You know, I'm proud of this man for getting rid of all the excuses about the belts don't matter. He's going to fight Devin for the WBC title at 140. I'm proud of him. You know, he's looking to go up to 140 and take over another weight class. I'm proud of him. You know, I'm super happy for him. But now the ball's in Devin's court. It's all in Devin's court. All right, all in Devin. We're waiting on Devin to sign his contract. We're waiting. Tank sent it already. Right? And all lives matter.